Our guest speaker also will join in another minute or two, so we can keep going. He will join.
Yeah.
Sure, Satish.
Gayatri is sitting in some place where there are plant banana trees.
She's in
Banana
rooftop, I
trees,
think.
yes.
Yeah. So pleasant, right? So nice.
Yes, yes, very good.
Wow. Wow.
It's,
Wow. Beautiful.
it's big.
She's sitting in a farmhouse, literally. You're on mute.
Yeah, we are basically agricultural family.
Which place, Gayatri, madam?
Satyamangalam.
Oh,
Erode
Satyam.
district.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good, very good.
Be careful, eh?
Don't worry, I know.
You'll be encountering. You guys will be encountering a lot of elephants there, right?
I haven't, but we can go to Mudumalai or nearby forest and we can see. I mean, forest is just like 3 to 4 kilometers from here.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
So then you are already in forest.
Yeah,
Yeah, almost.
yeah.
Right.
So now
Daniel,
it's on. Yeah, we can start now, right?
start, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good morning. I am Toastmaster Daniel Andrew. I'll be the surgeon at arms for today's meeting. I welcome you all for the 340th meeting of Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club. As everybody in their life, they have a mission to achieve something in their life. Similarly, our Toastmasters Club also has a mission. So our mission is to provide a supportive and learning experience in which members are empowered to develop their communication and leadership skills, resulting in developing their personal growth and confidence. So before we get into the meeting, there are three ground rules to be followed during the entire meeting. Rule number one, please do not unmute or open your camera when you may be moving. That will be distracting to the speaker on the stage. The rule number two, as Toastmasters, we do not speak about sex, religion, and politics. So kindly refrain from speak about these three topics during the entire meeting. Rule number three, please do not crosstalk or unmute when the speaker is on the stage. Now I introduce an amazing Toastmaster. He is an instrumentation and process automation control engineer with 3 decades of industry experience, from an instrument service engineer to project execution for critical control systems for oil and gas, steel and cement industries, and in fact power generation industries also. He is a lifelong learner on a mission to transform himself. He joined Toastmaster as part of his transformation journey. He keenly working on environmental issues and biodiversity. He spends time on reading books, listening and learning music. He admires Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam and Steve Jobs. After working for Indian and multinational companies at various capacities, he starting a responsible enterprise to serve the industry and people. Now let us welcome our presiding officer, Toastmaster Sadish Kumar. Let us have a big round of applause to Toastmaster Sadish Kumar. Over to you, our presiding officer.
Thank you so much, uh, Toastmaster Daniel Andrew, the Sergeant at Arms for our club. Looks like I have grown a couple of centimeters more today. It was such a long introduction for me. Thank you so much for that. Yeah. This is a season of A lot of things happening at Toastmasters. It's a season for renewals. Thank you so much, all the members who have shown confidence on our club, renewed your membership. And let me thank our Vice President membership, who has been diligently reaching out to all the members, supporting them to renew them. So let's give a big round of applause to our Vice President membership, Navaneetha Krishnan. We are, I think, 20 members renewed, maybe one more. I think I'm not sure whether it has been done yesterday night. Uh, one more is due, I believe. So that's great going, and has been working hard with all the guests also. Some of them are going to be members soon. So thank you so much, Navaneetha. And this is also a festive season where a lot of holidays. That is the reason Gayatri has joined from Satyamangalam, and a lot of our members are maybe finding it difficult to join because they are either in their native or they're in holiday. So yet the Toastmasters is a mission that keeps going. We keep traveling, and we don't miss a meeting, and we keep learning. We keep developing ourselves as leaders. Having said that, this season also is a season of contests where humorous speeches and evaluation contests are happening all over the place, all the clubs. I think all the club competitions are over, and now it is the area level competitions which are already going on, and in some places, yes, it's yet to happen. From our club also, some of us are participating in the area level contest. Let us wish all the contestants very good luck. And if you are not participating also as members and guests, you can always attend the competitions and see how things happen so that you can prepare yourself for those competitions in the upcoming sessions. Now, to take this meeting for before we take this meeting forward for that, we have a guest in the meeting, Parithi Elangovan. Like to request Parithi to give a brief introduction about. Sorry.
Hi,
Hi.
good morning, everyone. Hi.
Good morning, Parithi.
So, myself, Pardi Langovan. So, I am working as a senior design engineer in Emerson. So, my native is Kanyakumari. So, I have 5 years of experience, and I searching for a better center to improve my communication and leadership skills. So my manager suggests Toastmasters is one of the best. You can join them and improve. You can grow up. You will grow up. So I joined here. So soon today or tomorrow, I will be member of Toastmasters Club.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for waking up and joining the meeting today. I think you have already
Thank
joined
you.
a couple of meetings earlier.
Yeah. Yes.
So
Yes. Yeah.
please convey our thanks to your manager. Not sure
Yeah.
what is his name or her name, but thank
He's Vasanta Kumar. Previously, he's in a group, I think so, few years back.
for thanks to him for guiding you to the right place.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's a great manager. He understands what
Yes,
communication
yes.
is and what leadership is. And
Yeah.
you work in which division of Emerson?
Flow controls,
Flow
drawing,
control.
global drawing team. Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah, so you are working with that former Sanmar control wells or
Yes, global Fisher control valves.
Fisher? Okay, great.
Fisher control valves. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an instrumentation engineer.
Yeah. Nice to
So
meet you. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Okay, excellent. So welcome to the Wake Up Chennai, and we have one more guest, Isha, also here today. Isha, can you briefly introduce yourself?
Yes, I hope I'm audible.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Yes, good morning, everyone. I'm Toastmaster Isha here. I'm from TMI at East Coast Toastmaster Club.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I just got to know regarding the session of DTM Raghavan and I thought of joining. Thank you so much for hosting the session. I hope we all have a lovely session with him today. Have a good day, everyone.
Thank you so much, Isha, for waking up and joining our club meeting. Thank you so much for that. And welcome, Raghavan, to the meeting. Thanks for joining us. And good morning, very good morning to you. And this is a season of sports as well. How many of you all have watched the World Cup cricket match yesterday night?
World Cup cricket, no.
Women's cricket. I'll-
Who is that? Paridi?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. There's a Women's World Cup going on. This is a season where we celebrate the woman power, the energy of the goddess Durga and the women cricket team. Yesterday, our Indian team won against Sri Lanka, an emphatic win. So while we talk about woman power, to take us forward in this meeting, we have a lady, a very young lady, energetic, taking us forward in this meeting. And she has joined this meeting from a powerful place, Satyamangalam. I know people shake up when they hear that name of the place. And though she is very soft, very accommodative, very nice in talking, she's been a leader in her own way. She's a software engineer working for Citibank, and she takes care of her family and spends a lot of time with her young son, who is very enthusiastic. And sometimes even he comes into the meeting. I mean, you don't know when he will bump into us today. We enjoy his company as well. Let us welcome GPS of our club, Gayathri Ponnusamy, as Toastmaster of the Day, with a big round of applause.
Thank you, Toastmaster Satish, for the warm welcome. After hearing the word young, I became younger. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As Satish mentioned, I'm your Toastmaster of the day. Today is a very special meeting. Today we have a book review followed by table topic session. To keep us track on time, we have timer. Let me introduce our timer. He is a technical account manager, expertise in the telecom IT domain, supporting Europe and the Middle East. He is a travel freak and food lover. He aims to enhance his leadership and public speaking skills. That's why he has joined Toastmasters. Let me welcome Sivakumar Gurusamy to read out the timer objectives.
Thank you, Gayatri. So, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My role as timer is to monitor time during the prepared speeches, table topics, and evaluations. Today, we have a special session on education session, and followed by it, there is a Q&A. And for prepared speeches, I will show the green card at 5 minutes, yellow at 6 minutes, and red at 7th minute. And for education session, I will show green at 15 minutes, yellow at 18th minute, red at 20th minute. And for Q&A, green at 3rd minute, yellow at 4th minute, and red at 5th minute. So at the end of the meeting, I will give my report. Thank you. And a special hi to Raghavan. We didn't meet in office, but we both working together. Thanks, Raghavan. Good morning. Super. Yeah, over to you guys.
Thank you, Shivakumar Guruswami. And for table topic session, we have like 1 to 2 minutes, sorry. So at 1 minute, Shivakumar will show green card. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, he will show the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, he will show the red card, and he will continue showing the red card till the speaker completes his speech. Thank you for reading out the project objectives, Shivakumar Guruswami. Hope you will be pinned in the meeting. Daniel, please take care of that. Yeah. Today is indeed a special meeting. So something refreshing lined up, a book review on the winning ways. For that, we have a remarkable person with us. Most of us have seen him before. For the benefit of new members, let me give a short introduction of Raghavan Sridhar. He is a postgraduate in senior leadership from Xavier School of Management, Samsetpur. He is a product development leader. He is a true optimist at heart and passionate about leadership and communication. He holds various certifications as a Prince 2 practitioner, Scrum Master, Prince 2 Agile Foundation professional in project management. He is also a distinguished Toastmaster certified by Toastmasters International. Above all his professional achievements, he is a storyteller, a design thinking enthusiast. He embraces challenges and, above all, passionate about people. In his free time, he writes blogs, writes books, authors books actually. He delivers speeches and also plays violin. Truly a multi-talented professional with us. Please join me in welcoming Raghavan Sridhar, DTM Raghavan Sridhar, onto the virtual stage. Over to you, Raghavan.
Thank you so much, Toastmasters Gayathri. Thank you so much, President Satish, for inviting me to Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters. This is perhaps the the most unique session for me, because I didn't send you a picture, I didn't send you this intro, and yet somehow, like clockwork, all of them are there. It is so good that I almost blushed there, Gayathri, when you were reading out my intro. Thank you so much. There is nothing more attractive than a very well put together meeting, isn't it? And I'm really, really glad you invited me here, Satish. And when you told me that, can you do a book review? Among the many books that I've read, immediately this book jumped up into my head. Not uh, not even thinking about whether it's a sporting season or not, whether October 1 happens to be the Saraswati Puja day, where all the books go into the God's feet. You don't touch a book at all, not withholding any of it. And I was telling my mom that I'm doing a book review. She was like, "Don't tell me you're going to take a book in the morning and open it up. You're supposed to keep it inside." Not withholding any of it. It just somehow it happens that way, isn't it? And also, he said it's a book review, and I was preparing for a book review, and somehow the verbiage changed into an educational session. And I was wondering, where does a book review come in and disguise itself as an educational session? But thankfully, this book happens to be a book that just pretends to be a book, but is actually an educational session in every page. There is wisdom oozing out of every page, of every sentence. It's just a magnificent literature. It's something that has influenced my life, my leadership style since 2017, when it was launched and when I started reading the book. So I'm very happy to be here. Thank you, Satish, for the opportunity. I've always loved how Wake Up Chennai goes about doing what you do. I have never been an early bird in my life, and so I have always the highest respect for anybody who wakes up early, and for someone who does toastmastering so early, it's just fascinating. And thank you, Siva, for being here. You're a friendly face. You're a face that I know very well. How you manage to be my friend and still wake up so early in the morning, I can't tell you. But thank you so much for being there. So the book is called The Winning Way, and it's actually the second edition of the book. The first edition launched 3-4 years back. Before 2017, and then in 2017, the 2.0 version came out. It had refreshed examples. It had more sporting, um, you know, phenomena that were put into the book, and it was written by one of my most favorite sports broadcasters ever, Harsha Bogle, and his wife, Anita Bogle. Both of them IIM grads, both of them perhaps the most intelligent minds in sport, and perhaps the most romantics of the cricket sport itself. Not just cricket, but of all sport in their era. And just the way they smile and the way they put words into magnificently rhythmic words, I just love them. So, this book is all about bringing sporting examples into leadership and giving us a beautiful melange of how we can learn from both these universes, about leadership and from sports. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about for the next 10 minutes, give or take. What makes this book special to me and hopefully to you also is, of course, like I said, it's written by my most favorite broadcaster of all time, Harsha Bogle. I have so much of my style is influenced and molded after Harsha Bogle. If you have seen me on video speaking on stage in these last 1-2 years, it's also been influenced by how Harsha Bogle speaks in the Crick Buzz channel. Just the way I shake my head, do with my hands. My father tells me I've almost started mimicking Harsha. I don't know. It's an accusation I'm very proud of. So that's why it's very special. The book marries insights from management and sport. It draws on lessons from sport. There are very good real life examples to teach us lessons. You will see it. I've tried to bring as many of these examples as possible in a visual way. It emphasizes that winning formulas do not change at all. The formula to win has remained the same, but the approaches to winning have changed over a period of time with everything that's happened around us. And that's a beautiful lesson in itself. It helps us find the right balance between being encouraged and being ruthless. The Australian team that scarred my childhood, the men's cricket team of Australia, it really scarred my childhood. They always used to win, and we always used to lose to them. Uh, they were ruthless, but now has an Indian men's team emerged that are really encouraging, that are really going there, getting there. But I think we'll always step one step short of the ruthlessness of Australia. And that's good. That's really good. We will see a little bit about it. But in short, it's a fascinating guide towards becoming a better leader. And so much of who I am as a leader in the workplace has been shaped by a lot of things in this book. So let's get started. So in this book, there are totally 6 chapters, 6 outstanding chapters, 6 beautiful narrative arcs, 6 storylines, if you may. The first chapter is the foundational mindset. It talks about the mindset that makes a leader, the mindset that makes you win. And then it talks about leadership and culture, about how winning is all about a culture that you build, and culture is how sustenance is practically possible for a leader and for winning teams. Then we go and talk about how specificity of roles and how putting the team above an individual, about how the whole must be greater than sum of its parts, is most critical to winning and being a better leader also. And then we talk about handling pressure and handling adversity. And there is something that I just simply love, where Harsha Bogle and his wife say, the fear of winning is actually greater than the fear of losing. Such a beautiful concept. We will talk about it. And then we go and talk about continuous improvement and change, where we are introduced to Bruce Lee, who talks about how he fears not the man who practices 10,000 kicks once, but the man who practices one kick 10,000 times. That's it just blew my mind when I read it, and I've never been able to forget it. And then finally, we close out talking about how champions don't win once, but champions win every time. Champions don't analyze just the losses. Champions analyze why they won and how they won and keep working on them. So it's just a very exciting journey, at least to me. I am very excited to get started. So let's jump right in to the very first chapter, which talks about the foundational mindset. The authors go ahead and talk about winning, and then and they say it's not just talent, it is mindset. Because talent can open the first door, talent can open the second door. It will not open the 10th door for you. If you're outstandingly talented as a Toastmaster, you can win one speech contest, you can win the second speech contest, but the third speech contest where you go in and you face similar talent like you, it's the mindset in that space that makes you win. It's not really talent, because talent breeds arrogance. Mindset gives you skills that you need to win. It's about having a clarity of purpose, the right values, and an obsession with excellence. Like I said, talent gives you arrogance. Talent makes you think, oh, it's easy, I can win. But when you have the right mindset, when you're obsessed with doing just 1% better than yesterday, that takes you towards excellence. And they say success is not just one brilliant performance, but it is one brilliant performance repeated with consistency. And then they drop on beautiful example of childhood friends, of the legendary man Sachin Tendulkar and his almost legendary friendship with another cricketer of that era called Vinod Kambli. Vinod Kambli played less than 10 test matches. He already scored two double hundreds within that period of time. Um, for a comparison, Sachin scored five double hundreds in 25 years, whereas Vinod Kambli scored two already in just 5 test crickets. Vinod Kambli was supremely talented, almost as talented as the great man Sachin himself. But Vinod Kambli played only 10 cricket matches or less. Sachin played 100. Sachin played for 25 years and influenced a generation in the country. The difference between them was not talent, my dear friends. The difference between them was the mindset, was the relentless pursuit of excellence, was the incredible sacrifices that Sachin did over a course of time. But Vinod Kambli, when he was bounced by Courtney Walsh in testing conditions, didn't know how to play the bouncing ball, and then never played a test match again for the country. And so Harsha Bogle and Anita Bogle go on to summarize that you might have great talent, but if you don't have humility, if you don't have the pursuit of excellence, if you don't have the foundational mindset, you will end up being a Vinod Kambli and never become Sachin Tendulkar. And they summarize the first chapter going on to say that even if you're not talented, but if you have the right mindset and the right passion to excel, you will succeed more than people who have just ridiculous talent. And he also goes ahead and tells us what Aristotle tells us. We are what we repeatedly do. And so excellence then is not an act, but a habit. And we move on to the second chapter where we talk about leadership and culture, and we draw on the outstanding life and lives and culture of Mahendra Singh Dhoni and the men's Australian cricket team that I told you scarred my childhood for forever. He just kept winning and we just kept losing. But we draw on the leadership lessons from Mahendra Singh Dhoni's life. There were so many, but Harsha Bogle specifically double clicks on a story of Dhoni, who was, as the Indian men's cricket team captain, Dhoni was given business class seats on flights whenever he traveled between cricket matches. But Dhoni used to sort of give up his business class seat to the pace bowling stars in the team. If you are a pace bowler and you did really well, in addition to getting the man of the match and the recognitions, you used to get Mahendra Singh Dhoni's business class seats because it allowed you to stretch your legs and travel in better comfort. And so leadership is not really the pleasures that you enjoy. Leadership is about the pain you are willing to endure. And then we speak about how great leaders create outstanding culture by walking the talk, by leading by example, by making these tough choices, by putting the team's needs about personal comfort. And of course, because you're a leader, you get some privileges, right? And Mahendra Singh Dhoni got the business class seats. If you're a leader at workplace, you might get the seat in most important meetings. You might get in Ericsson, we have what are, and just this morning when I joined the meeting, I got an email that said my reward points for this quarter have expired. Every quarter, as a leader, you are given 3 reward points per head count added into your bank, and then through this quarter you can just distribute them, and every quarter it gets refreshed. Just when I opened the laptop this morning, I get an email saying, hey Raghavan, the last quarter's reward points have expired. These are privileges that you enjoy, right? You get, and then you have the ability to use it for people. And so leadership is not about being loved at all. And if you are a leader, more often than not, you will have 30-40% of people hating you. Take it from me, I know what it means, but it's about being trusted to do the right thing. When push comes to shove, does your team trust you? Does your team think you will stand up for them? Does your team think you are the man who can support them, or you are the woman who can take them onwards? That is leadership, and that was Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Uh, the famous, the perhaps legendary press conference that the man once had, where he said, if I asked, all the 10 people in my team will jump in front of a truck just because they trust me, said Mahendra Singh Dhoni once, and it became a legendary press conference since. The authors also go on and talk about the culture in the Australian cricket team, where whether you are at your peak or not, whether your performances warrant retention in the team or not, if you reached a certain age, you will be considered for rotation. It happened to Steve Waugh. It happened to Ricky Ponting. It happened to Michael Clark. It happened to Ian Healy with Adam Gilchrist. Legendary names, people who were at almost the top of their games, but because they reached 35 years and because physically they were becoming slightly slower, the management decided to out-rotate them. It happens repeatedly through the Australian team's culture until even today. And so that's a culture that they have built, the culture that puts the team's needs above individuals, regardless of who you are. Think of it in the Indian context. All of our legends have played 2 years at least more than what they must have, right? Maybe Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma are an exception because they won the World Cup in T20 and so they retired, and then they're almost now forced out of the Test team. But if you talk about the Sachin Tendulkars, the Mohammad Azharuddins, the Saurav Gangulis, Lakshmans and Sehwags and players of that era, they've always played 2-3 years more than what they must have. And so their peak sort of fell. So if you're a leader, the authors talk about positive culling, which means let go of people and keep rotating because that culture breeds excellence. And they say culture is stronger than strategy because it determines sustainability. Just a beautiful chapter steeped in technical leadership, but something that I really enjoy in this book. And then we go on to the third chapter, which talks about teams and roles. And they say success comes when roles are very clearly defined. Strengths are complementary and trust and accountability are embedded in the team culture. Clarity of roles is equal to clarity of purpose. One of the reasons why I think Toastmasters has sustained for 100 years, because the executive committee roles are beautifully defined. And whether you are in an OTP that happened 10 years back or you're in an OTP that happens today, the trainers beautifully tell you your roles, don't they? And that clarity is highly critical. Thank you, Siva. I saw the card. Winning is never about individual brilliance alone. You can be a great champion in a team sport, but your victory is never guaranteed. It's about how your team functions as a cohesive unit. And so as a leader, your responsibility is to ensure the team wins, not just individuals. And a truly connected team doesn't just add individual talent, it multiplies it. One Tilak Verma alone, it seemed Tilak Verma won us the game a couple of days back in the Asia Cup finals. But if you discount the roles of Shivam Dubey and Sanju Samson and Kuldeep Yadav, you're making a grave mistake. The great quality of the current men's cricket team is that they multiply talent through every little piece. And yeah, that's the team that scarred so many of our childhoods while growing up. And it almost felt like the Australian cricket team, when you went up against them, you were playing a 12 versus 11. The invisible 12th man in the Australian team was that culture, was that spirit. They used to walk like they were 12 people, and you felt small. Just when you got onto the field, you felt like, oh my God, how do I win against this team? And when a leader builds that culture, you make sure that your whole is greater than sum of its parts. And then we go on to handling pressure and adversity, and how not everybody can handle pressure. Not everybody can thrive in adversity. But if you as a leader can create just that environment where pressure and adversity are considered friends, then your team will just become unstoppable. Because mental toughness is as important as skill. That's why if you look at the Australian Navy and even the Indian Army, they when they recruit you laterally, not when you're growing up with the army, when they recruit you laterally, they ask you how many times have you failed. Because if you have never failed, what do you do when you're faced with adversity? When the first loss comes, how will you react? And so you cannot get into the army or the Australian SEAL team if you have never failed in your illustrious career. And so winning under pressure requires resilience. And I will. This is not this picture that you see of the Roland Garros scorecard is not really from Winning Way 2.0, but I put it up there because that's something that's really influenced the last 1 year of my life. Look at that scorecard of the game between Yannick Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz. And for those of you who follow tennis, the first set was won by Sinner 6-4, second by Alcaraz 7-6. The third was won by Alcaraz again 6-4, and then again Sinner was sorry. The first two sets were won by Sinner 6-4 and 7-6. The third was a comeback by Alcaraz where he won 6-4, and then the fourth set Alcaraz was losing. He was trailing 40 love in the game that was going at 5-3 by Sinner, and there were 3 championship points for Yannick Sinner. And from here, Alcaraz won the championship. Alcaraz, if he had made one mistake, the championship was gone. Just 1 point, if Alcaraz had lost, the championship was gone. And from coming back from there to winning that championship was, I can't tell you what that game meant to me. And so I saved this picture. It shows you what you can do if you put your mind to it. If you can come back from such a loss. Of course, Alcaraz was supremely talented. Sure, I may not be able to do what Alcaraz did. It's just talent, but it's not just talent because Sinner is equally talented. So true champions learn to treat pressure as feedback and just to keep performing. And fear manifests, like I said, in 2 ways: the fear of winning and the fear of losing. The fear of winning can be more dangerous than the fear of losing. You go on and then you think, okay, hey, I can actually, you go into a division contest thinking, wow, I can actually win. The competition is not so threatening. There starts your decline because you never know what will hit you. Suddenly something will hit you and you will find yourself on a very slippery slope. And we all remember and know the South African team, don't we? If you're following sport of any nature, you will know that the South African team found themselves so many winning positions and lost from there. And there is again another terrific scorecard. Actually, in real time play, South Africa needed 2 runs to win from 1 ball. And then suddenly, when we thought there was just no way South Africa can lose from here, it started raining in a World Cup semi-finals. And the scorecard changed into Duckworth-Lewis method, where it said South Africa needed 22 runs from 1 ball. Just from even today, nobody is able to explain how, but it just happened to South Africa. They just happened to lose games from positions that they had no business of losing. So It's the fear of winning that becomes the invisible red card that makes you become suddenly a 10-man team, not a 11-man team, an antithesis to what used to happen to Australia. Siva, I will take 2 more minutes and then I'll wrap up. We go to the penultimate chapter where we talk about continuous improvement and change. So we have talked about leadership, about culture, about winning, but it's also about how you keep improving, because resting on your laurels is the best and the first step to decline. A lot of what is happening with the Pakistani teams are because they are resting on their laurels. They are thinking, oh, we have done it once, we can do it again. And the authors go on to say how I love these one-liners that Harsha Bogli and Anita Bogli keep coming up. They say change is inevitable, while improvement is intentional. You just can't stop change, but you can stop improvement. And then we talk about how Virat Kohli, the chase master, goes about business. When you look at a scorecard and it says 360 runs to win from 50 overs, it almost seems impossible. But then when you talk to this man, he says, no, I don't look at it like that. I look at it like one boundary and over, that is 50 boundaries, which is 200 runs already scored. Then I only need 250 runs from 160 balls. 160 more runs from 250 balls. That's ultra simple now. Can you score 160 of 250 balls? Absolutely. And so all you need to do is hit a boundary and over, and then the rest is very, very easy. And so change and continuous improvement work in such a manner. And perhaps what personifies this book for me, one sentence that I've never been able to take away from my mind since 2017 is this: do not let what you can't do interfere with what you can. Do not let what you can't do interfere with what you can. Understand it how you may. For me, it's become a lifestyle. It's become a way of living. When I'm at my workplace, at home, in my relationships, my friends, in contests, in everything I do not anymore think of what I can't do, but I only focus on what I can. Don't let what you can't do interfere with what you can. And yeah, the Bruce Lee example. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once. I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Can you improve every day 1% more? You will be a force that can never be stopped. Which brings us to the great man and the final chapter. The great man went back to the basics when he was challenged by Novak Djokovic. He had only known champions like Pete Sampras, like Andy Murray, like Rafael Nadal, whose these clashes have been very well documented. You might have seen it. But suddenly a man came called Novak Djokovic, supremely athletic, outstandingly physical, and just representing a challenge on grass court that Federer had never before seen, who had an all-round game, Djokovic. He was a great volley. He was a great net player. He was an outstanding forehand and backhand player. Just the perfect game. And then Federer had to sustain his success. Federer had to go back to the drawing board, and he had to make it a skill, because winning once is an achievement, but winning consistently is a skill. And Federer didn't analyze his losses. Federer started analyzing why he was winning. He tore apart every victory of his, dissected the details, and then he made his backhand swing shorter. He was a great exponent of the backhand, one-handed backhand. You see the pictures, it's like poetry. But he made the swing shorter so that he could complete the shot and be ready for the next. He made his serves crisper, not the elongated serves, not the rhythmic song, sing-song fashion of the serves. He made them more punchy. He made them crisper so that he knew Djokovic would send it back at pace, but then he was ready for when it came back. Imagine having played for 15 years at the top, and then just for one opponent having to redefine all of it. And Federer set goals that were slightly out of reach, but never out of sight. So if you're a leader at the workplace, remember this about goal setting. Again, it has shaped my leadership since 2020, at least when I became a leader. Today, I set up goals that are definitely out of reach. Not goals that I know can be achieved in this quarter. Not goals I know we have already achieved and Chuma just put it there. Set up goals for yourself and the team that are slightly out of reach, but never out of sight. And so it brings me to what has been a whirlwind ride. Yeah, 6 chapters, each outstanding, each with amazing pearls of wisdom. It feels like you are reading a story when you're reading the book, and I've really, really enjoyed reading through the Winning Way 2.0 from Harsha and Anita Bogle. I'm not summarizing now. I'm criminally short of time. But yeah, maybe we'll use the question answer session to do a quick summary if time permits. Thank you so much for having me. But yeah, we'll have questions if you have. I will unshare for a minute and then reshare again if there are any questions. Thank you, Satish.
Maybe Gayatri, if you can lead.
Yeah, sure, Satish. Yeah. Team, if you have any queries, Raghavan is open for questions. Please utilize these 5 minutes for Q&A. I'm sure that this book review has made us reflect on our choices. So everybody was in some dream world thinking about how we have to reprioritize our tasks and all of that stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, I would like to, myself Vijay, I would like to ask one thing. Raghavan, I
Hi, Vijay.
really appreciate your efforts to bring that book in front of our eyes. Though we didn't read the book, we got a message what the author was delivering to everyone. More than the author, the way that you delivered inspired me a lot. I would like to read the book once again in the same way that how you narrated. The question I have in my mind now is, so this PPT, for us, you have
Hmm?
prepared this PPT or how?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
how quickly you have prepared this PPT?
Yeah, I sat with it about 8 p.m. ish yesterday. By the time I was done with it, it was about 12 in the morning because the book is sort of, it's part of my being. And so I was enjoying every slide. Somehow when I put up the pictures, I was wondering if the UX is nice. Does it look like a movie to even my own self? So yeah, it took about an hour and a half to come up with the content, Vijay. But I was working on making it cinematic, making it visually appealing. So I don't know when I slept, somewhere around 12:30. So I prepared it for this session, and that's why I'm very thankful to Satish for giving me the opportunity.
Thanks a lot. It's beautifully, the deck was very beautiful and it's like telling story to us. Thanks for it.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy. Thank you, Vijay.
So
Thank you.
one more request from my end. So if you are come up with another review, monthly ones or bi-weekly ones, so that would be well and good. So instead of I read a book, so I just hear your narratives. So that would be kind of, I can just mark, I have completed one book in my
Absolutely.
time.
Sure. Definitely. I will definitely be there for Wake Up for anytime. Sure.
Thank you, Raghavan.
My pleasure, Vijay. Thank you.
Thank you so much, DTM Raghavan. It's an
Thank you,
amazing
Satish.
book review. I just have only one small question for you. What do you eat?
So it is a manufacturing defect, Satish. Okay, whether you mean it as a compliment or the energy or the passion, it's just the manufacturing defect. I was just born with it. It's just whatever I do, I try to do it with passion. So.
Raghavan, let me honestly tell you, it's not. It's very infectious. Thank you so much for that.
My
I mean,
pleasure. Thank you,
the
Satish.
defect is passed on to us also. I mean, it's very infectious. So
Thank you.
Thank you so much for doing such a powerful session. Amazing.
Thank you so much. My pleasure.
Hi, DTM Raghavan.
Hi, Isha. Good morning.
Thank you for the
Champion
session.
Isha, please tell me. Thank
Oh
you
my
for
God.
joining.
Thank you so much for the wonderful session. It was as amazing as it could definitely be. For the others who don't know, he has already given a session on championship mindset at our college. That time he spoke like he has written a book. Now he's spoken like I've read one book. That's all. So it was an amazing session. So I have just one question. At times we are motivated, we have the right mindset, we go for a competition. sometimes when you don't see results for some particular time, you shatter. Because we all are human, we feel like, I know I'm going with the right mindset, but it's not working out. I jump into self-doubt, or there is a phase where you're shaken. At that time, how do you manage? So is there anything like you do particularly to hold on when you're good, but it's not showing up? Any insights on that?
Absolutely, Isha. I mean, I think you have hit the foundation, right? And that is why this chapter that you see on screen is the first chapter. It doesn't come in the middle, it doesn't come at the end. It's what this entire book is built on. And having been there, done that for 13 years now in Toastmasters, and I keep telling everyone, um, I don't get to speak on stages because I have won. I get to speak because I've lost so many times. And I've lost contest after contest after contest after contest for 10, 11 years now. And the only thing I have got to show, Isha, like you already know, is one trophy, right? One ISC trophy at the district is all I have got to show. But that's not what makes me. I won one trophy, sure, but I won that after 9 years of trying. And you are right, sometimes a loss can really break you. But excellence is a habit, Isha. And so what differentiates someone good from someone great is that when you are faced with a loss, you don't allow yourself to get shattered. And that's a mindset that has to come from within. You will face losses. It will shatter you. You will go one step closer and then lose. You'll come second in division. I hope it happens to all of you here. You come second at least once in division. Because when you fail there, what you talk to yourself matters. How you bring yourself back is what really matters, Isha. And that's a mindset. And that mindset can only be developed. Very few people are born with it. And yeah, that's why we read books. That's why we look at Sachin Tendulkar and Vinod Kambli. That's why you come to Raghavan and you speak to him about losing. And maybe, just maybe, he can tell you how great it is to lose and then come back and win again. So it's a mindset, Isha. Thank you for a great question. Really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you so much
Thank
for the wonderful answer.
The red card is here, so I will thank you all. Thanks, Satish, for allowing me to relive with the book one more time. It has been such a pleasure. Thank you so much, and then back to you, Gayathri.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Raghavan.
Thank you so much, Raghavan Sridhar, for taking time in the morning and bringing an energetic and inspiring session in the morning. It definitely made me reflect all of my priorities now. And failure is definitely our teacher. I mean, we have to look at failures as a teacher, not as a slow stopper for us. So, because I have in my personal experience even felt sometimes when we face failures, we feel very down. But after a certain time period, when we look at that failure, it is what made you strong and resilient. So sometimes I look for failures, but once we definitely feel low. But how we overcome that and how we face it is what makes us. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. Next, we will have a table topic session. For that, we have an energetic person, a sports person, more relevant to today's education session. He is a fitness enthusiast and shot put thrower athlete who has won at least 40 medals so far. His passion is mainframe technology specialist. Let me hand over the virtual stage to Jai Shankar. Over to you, Toastmaster Jai Shankar.
Thank you, Demodi Gayatri, and fellow Toastmasters and guests here. By the way, I am Jay Shankar, the table topic master for today. And for the benefit of the guests, table topic is a session which is part of Toastmasters regular meeting or a special meeting. Table topics is one that we will give you call persons randomly from here, or whoever volunteers raises the hand, and we will give a random topic, and you have to think on the topic. You will be given 30 seconds to think on the topic if you need, or you can instantly talk related to the topic. That helps you to generate the power of your impromptu speaking ability, which is definitely required for everybody's day-to-day life. For example, if your boss comes to your seat and asks you some question on your project, how do you react to him if you're not done the work or done the work? So these all will help by practicing. So that's about the table topic session. And as the timer told, it's a 2 minutes session, and there will be 1 minute green card, 1 minute 30 seconds yellow card, and 2 minutes red card. If you go beyond 2 minutes 30 seconds, then you will be disqualified. So shall we begin the table topic session? Any volunteers? Can you please raise your hand? Any volunteers to raise your hand, or shall I go ahead and call? Let me call first. There is no volunteers, so probably we'll get it. So to show the guests how the table topic will be, let me call Navaneetha. Okay. Could you please take the topic, Toastmaster Navaneetha?
Yeah,
So that-
sure. Toastmaster Jaishankar. Yeah.
Yeah. Toastmaster Navaneetha. If your life was a book, what would this chapter be called and why? If your life was a book, what would this chapter be called and why? Toastmaster Navaneetha.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Jaishankar. It's an amazing topic. If my life is a book, of course, every book has an introduction, and how you rise, and as Toastmaster Raghavan mentioned, how do you rise and how do you sustain, and how do you succeed, and then maybe you will have a conclusion. So I would say, I think, yeah, this phase of my life would be, how do I sustain, and maybe go towards consistent, successful in my life. I think that's my next chapter. So, yeah, I think being, sustaining ourselves is, I think, an important phase. We all, start our life or career or any goal, but I think the sustaining part is very important. Like, you put your foot really stronger, and you have the what's your goal, and you really continuously focus and try to keep your foot strong, and go towards the next phase in your life, which is the consistent, successful. So that's what I would call it. So I'm at the sustaining stage of my life in the book. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Deshan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Navaneetha, and hope the guest, you would have seen how Navaneetha has spoken when given an unknown topic. So now we have a Toastmaster again. Toastmaster Anbarasan has raised hand. Then we can go for the guest. Toastmaster Anbarasan, can you see if you can come on video?
Yeah, okay.
The topic goes to you, Toastmaster Anbarasan. What's a belief? What is a belief you held strongly that you later changed your mind about? What is a belief you held strongly that you later changed your mind about? Toastmaster Anbarasan.
Yeah. Thank you, Jaishankar. Thank you for the topic. Yeah. Earlier, everybody, winning is like winning the trophy or getting the medals or being the number one. So earlier I thought like this, but later I learned, so winning is not about getting the trophies, everything. So it's about a mindset. Okay. Recently I read one message. Okay. People, we often worry about the struggles and the final result. The real treasure isn't the hours or the final result. Okay. So it's who you become along the way. Think about it. The courage you have when things don't go your way. The patience you learn when your path feels slowly. The kindness you have when you fail and rise again. So that's the real treasure. So don't measure your life only by the result, measured by the person you're becoming. So remember always, the success is not about what you achieve, and it's all about the journey, how it shapes you. So it is an inspiring message I read from the book. So that's it, Jai Shankar. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anbarasan. So is there any other volunteer to join, or shall I go ahead and call the guest? Okay. So let me call Nitya from the in Toastmaster. I mean, guest Nitya, are you ready to take the topic? You can experience speaking. Are you there? Guest
I'll
Nitya.
take after 1 or 2.
Okay, fine, got it. Right, I understand. Okay, fine. So next we have the I mean Vijay, guest Vijay, right? You can come on video. Yeah,
Yes,
Vijay.
Toastmaster
Yeah, hi.
Jaishankar.
Yeah, hi Vijay. Yeah, just now I could recognize Toastmaster Vijay. The next question for you is, Toastmaster Vijay, if time stopped for everyone, but you for 24 hours, what would you do? If time stopped for everyone, but for you, it's 24 hours, what would you do, Toastmaster Vijay?
A fantastic and surprising question to me. What if time stop and if I have only 24 hours remaining in my life? So, the life is a fantastic journey. So that I always feel like I have to live long and I have to achieve many things and I have some certain goals every year and every time that I always feel. Suppose if suddenly some angel or somebody come in front of me and telling that you have only 24 hours left, then the thing that I have to do is some of the priority things that in my list that I would like to do. The first and foremost thing that I take is the the things that I have to nurture my kid, how they can live without me, and what are the how to uh, sustain the life without any expectation from the others, and how we can live independently without depending on others. So these are the qualities first I would like to teach to my kid and my family members. And the next thing I would like to do is like, I mean, so without me, so post myself. So what are the things that they can able to achieve and what they have to do. So such kind of things I will, intimate to them. That's it.
Wonderfully said, Toastmaster Vijay. Thanks for your attempt. Now, let me call a guest who is also um, Toastmaster, guest Raju. Could you please go ahead and take the topic, please? Then let me go to Daniel. Toastmaster Raju, are you there?
Yes,
Sorry,
Raju.
guest Raju. Guest
Yeah,
Raju. Yeah, guest Raju. Okay. Your topic is what lesson did you learn the hard way? What lesson did you learn the hard way? Guest Raju.
uh, yeah, the lesson which I learned in a hard way. Actually, I prefer my friends, relatives. Actually, even if I have an urgent task or priorities, so many priorities on me. But if someone needs my help, my presence or whatever, I go to any end and I will help them. But actually, the way they ignore when I'm in need. So that is what I learnt in a hard way. That is like yeah, it happened many times in my life. So that is what I learnt, and yeah, I can say the examples also, but yeah.
Very good attempt. I mean, guest Raju, it was wonderfully. You tried to speak. It is nice. Continue on that. Now it's good to see that guest Nitya. Can you take the next topic?
Yes, sir. But Andrew, Daniel has already raised his hand before itself.
No problem. I will call him
Okay.
next. Now you're confident, so you can take it. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Your question is, guest Nitya Soundarya. What I mean, would you sacrifice comfort for truth or truth for comfort? Would you sacrifice comfort for truth or truth for comfort? Guest Nitya.
Yes. So, thank you for this question. For answering this question, one must think inside out, mostly in deeply inside, so that only we can analyze ourselves and the question we can answer this question. For me, I have always opted for comfort than the truth because I'm a person who always afraid of accepting the uh, reality, and staying in comfort zone is more of uh, I'm the type who is always preferring the comfort zone. uh, Now I'm just breaking the shell and coming out because analyzing myself, why am I like a stagnant water, and I just want to become a river to find my ocean. So yes, accepting ourselves is the first step in life, and I'm on my way. And all should analyze oneself, and whether we are preferring our truth or our comfort is in our hands. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster, table topic master.
Thank you, guest Nitya. Let's move to, Toastmaster Daniel. Yeah, Toastmaster Daniel, would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button on your life? Would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button on your life? Toastmaster Daniel.
Sorry, repeat the question, please.
Would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button on your life?
Yeah.
If it's tough, we can go to next question.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Jason. Thank you for the nice question. So, in fact, every one of us would like to go to the past. So, we always prefer to go back in our earlier days, our childhood days, because that was the memorial time where we spent all our time without stress, without pressure, without peer pressure, without other responsibilities. We spend our lot of time. So, in fact, yes, I would like to rewind back to my past days, and would like to spend much time. And this time, I definitely spend much time for my development, my personal growth or development, because even right now, I feel, I'm lagging in this quality. I should develop my communication skill. I should develop my public speaking skill. But if I recall those days, those past days, I spend a lot of time, for waste things like wasting time with friends or just making fun with others, and that all some of unwanted activities I should eliminate with some useful activities. Like, in fact, I did not know about Toastmasters that time, maybe 10 years back or 15 years back. If I would know about Toastmasters, I could have joined Toastmasters. So definitely I will go back to my previous days and I would like to spend time for my personal development. In fact, example, joining Toastmasters to develop communication skills, that is one of my activity, I could say. So this is all about my takeaway on this topic. I'll just go back and spend time for developing myself as a better personality. Thank you. Over to you, TTM.
Thank you, Toastmaster Daniel. Now, let me go with Toastmaster Satish Kumar. Toastmaster Satish Kumar, imagine Earth got a message from aliens. You're chosen to respond. What do you say? Imagine Earth got a message from aliens. You're chosen to respond. What do you say, Toastmaster Satish Kumar?
Thank you so much, Tabletop Master. And when aliens send a message, I'm sure they're missing something for sure in their world. They never heard of Ralph Snidely. They never heard of Toastmasters. They never had a forum where they can speak to people, communicate. Because aliens, what we see in the current scenario is that they're very technologically advanced, and uh, uh, they have everything being done through all the technological gadgets, and they have traveled light years to come closer to Earth and send a message, so which we could understand. But technology is not all. Today we are sitting here talking to each other, looking at each other's face, and expressing ourselves, sharing the warmth, sharing all the experiences that we all have gone through. So I will ask them to join Toastmasters, preferably Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club, and enjoy the learning, be good communicators, and also be leaders, develop themselves as leaders so that they can do better work for the universe, and we can become good friends with aliens so that we can also be part of their journey. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Wonderful,
So,
Satish Kumar.
topic master.
Wonderful, Satish Kumar. We'll hope to see some aliens in our meeting so soon. Okay. Let's now go to our guest, Prati Ilango. Can you please take up this topic?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah. Prati Ilango. So your topic, I mean, guest Prati Ilango. What is your personal definition of success? Is your personal definition of success? Guest Prati Ilango.
Definition of success. In my personal life, I think hard work is the one definition, because I fail a lot of times, but I will try repeatedly those things. In my uh, end of the school time, so I like to play cricket as a batter, but I don't know how to bowl. Um, I used to throw the ball. Uh, so the other players are commented like, you are not a bowler like the likewise. So uh, I thinking I need to know how to bowl and become a good bowler. So I learned those things. So I go to the internet and um, watch the YouTube videos, how they are bowling. So I learned spin bowling. So off spin bowling. Then I bowled in college matches, and in my area. So we are every Sunday we are going to cricket match with other teams, nearby village teams. Also in my office we are playing internal matches with other business teams. So hard works is the definition. Also, we need to keep trying on the failure things. So
Wonderfully,
that's it. Yeah.
thank you. Wonderfully said, Prati Ilango. And now we can call our Toastmaster Gayatri, madam. Could you please take the next topic?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Yes,
Toastmaster Gayatri. If you had a power to change one law in our country, what would it be? If you had the power to change one law in our country, what would it be? Toastmaster Gayatri.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jai Shankar, for the wonderful question. Let me rethink about the rules set by government. So it is not a specific rule. So if I want to change a rule altogether, right, I would change the attitude towards the poor people, because the people at the power has more authoritative nature than the average or the poor people. So it is not so easy for the poor people to win justice. So I would say that a new rule or the amendment to the existing rules has to make sure that it gives priority to the normal and the poor people. It also depends on the judges and the people around. So they should be given assurance that they can open up with the problems that they have. So they will be given enough priorities, and they will not be directed to the wrong direction. So this is what I think of Toastmaster Jai Shankar. And also they should have a way to keep the, sometimes people don't want to reveal their identity and they want to just complain, right? Here we usually want to provide their identity and report the problem. So instead of doing that, so we should give the freedom to report an issue anonymously. So it is up to the police or the judges to check whether it is a real problem or it has been faked. So these are the things that I would like to change in our rules. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Jason.
Thank you, Gayatri, Toastmaster Gayatri, for your view on this topic. Now, I think we have completed. Anyone else is there? Maybe timer. If you, I think we can go for one more topic. Shivakumar, can you please take a topic?
Maybe next time, Jaishankar, I just.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Right.
I think Jaishankar, in the interest of time, let's
Okay.
move on.
So now, I mean, having completed with the table topic session, then I hand over the stage back to the TM Modi. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jai Shankar. I love the way how you ensure the people and how you make them comfortable. I also love the way how you organize the speeches, like you will call non-role players, guests, then role players, if time permits. So I love how you organize the entire Toastmaster table topic session from the start to the end. Thank you so much for that. We have a lot to learn from you.
Thank you, madam.
With that said, let me hand over the control back to the presiding officer, our president, Toastmaster Satish. Over to you, Toastmaster Satish.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Gayatri, for conducting such a seamless session. I mean, in fact, I would say that today's meeting, though we had very less turnout of the members and guests, but I think it's a picture perfect meeting that we had today, a fantastic energizing session from DTM Raghavan and also amazingly executed table topic session, and you have stitched everything together as if it's a well laid out with a lot of beautiful design on this artwork. Thank you so much for that. And I would like to invite now our club vice president membership to read out the secretary report for the last meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Navaneetha Krishnan.
Sure. Thank you, Toastmaster Satish Kumar. So I'm going to read out the minutes of meeting for the meeting number 339 for Wake Up Chennai Club, Area D3 and Division D120. The date 27/9/2025, Saturday. Meeting over Zoom started by our Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Daniel Andrew, at 7:20 a.m., followed by presidential address by Presiding Officer Toastmaster Satish Kumar. The EXCOM members present, President Toastmaster Satish Kumar, Vice President Education TM Sivakumaran, Vice President Membership Navaneetha Krishnan, Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Daniel Andrew, and our Treasurer Distinguished Toastmaster Alex Jacob, and Vice President PR Gayathri Ponnusamy. The members present, DTM Alex, TM Satish Kumar, TM Dr. Murugesan, TM Sivakumaran, TM Navaneetha Krishnan, TM Daniel, guest TM Shiva Aru, Toastmaster Girija Shankar, guest TM Nidya Soundarya, Toastmaster Gayatri, Toastmaster Tejasvi, Toastmaster Digvijay, guest Toastmaster Mogini Ramalingam, guest Pariti Ilangovan, guest Subramanian G. Presiding Officer TM Satish Kumar. Sorry. Just a second, my screen cursor went away. Okay. Presiding Officer TM Satish Kumar addressed the gathering. Guests were asked to introduce themselves before the commencement. Then TM Satish Kumar invited the Toastmaster of the Day to run the meeting. Members with the meeting roles were introduced. Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Daniel, Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Digvijay, General Evaluator Navaneetha Krishnan, Grammarian, Toastmaster Dr. Murugesan, Counter, Toastmaster Shiva Aru, Timer, Toastmaster Satish Kumar. Prepared speeches were presented by Toastmaster Gayathri Ponnusamy as she delivered her speech titled, "Why Did I Learn Swimming?" Post-speech session, an energetic table topic was conducted by Toastmaster Digvijay, followed by evaluated Toastmaster Tejasvi, evaluated Toastmaster Gayatri's speech, followed by reports were presented by tag team and general evaluator Toastmaster Navaneetha Krishnan. Club awards were presented. The best table topic speaker, guest TM Mogini Ramalingam, best tag role player, Toastmaster Dr. Murugesan, best role player, Toastmaster Digvijay. Feedback about the hybrid meeting and club taken from guests. Meeting adjourned at 8:50 a.m. by Presiding Officer Toastmaster Satish Kumar. That's the secretary report for last week. Over to you, Toastmaster Satish Kumar.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Navaneetha Krishnan, for that effort. Going beyond your role, you're compiling as well as reading the secretary report for the club. Thank you so much for that effort. Ideally, we should have read it in the morning, but in the first hour of the meeting. But thank you so much for that. And moving on, Sergeant at Arms Daniel Andrew, can you please launch the poll?
Yeah. Yes, I will launch the poll.
Yeah, thank you so much. And as the poll is launched, we can, while we are voting, I'd like to take a feedback from the guests of the meeting. Any quick feedback? Guest Vijay or Nitya Soundarajan?
Yes, I would like to take that. So I have shared my feedback in my previous session as well. So as said, every session of this Toastmaster, especially with this club, I'm learning new things. Today, I learned how to review a book from Raghavan, right? So the way he has narrated and the way he has given the motivation with a beautiful deck that inspired me a lot on this day of first day of this month. So that gives a beautiful motivation. Thanks for it. And not only that particular session, the topic session also very interesting. The questions were fantastically defined. Thanks for that. Conducting Jay Shankar, TTM Jay Shankar for it. And so overall, the session was pretty much good and informative and useful to all the guests, I believe. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vijay. Keep joining the meetings and enjoy. Thank you so much for your feedback. Toastmaster Nithya, would you like to give any feedback?
Yes, Satish.
Mhm.
I'm really happy. I think I'm also a part of Wake Up Chennai club now. It's been 2 to 3 meetings I have attended, and I feel more comfortable here. Thank you for all your welcoming gestures, and thank you to Table Topics Master for suggesting me to pushing me to take the topic. And I have missed the education session. Is there any possibility you are posting your videos on YouTube?
Yeah, Nithya, Toastmaster Nithya, yes, we'll be posting this video on the YouTube. Yes, we will share that.
If yeah, thank you for that. And unfortunately, I have woke up early for this education session, but I have missed due to some personal reasons. And thank you for your very sweet reply that you are posting in YouTube. And thank you for all for this organized meeting. And as usual, everyone rocked with their own nature. And thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Nithya. Keep joining us. Keep joining our meetings. Before the results are announced, can we have all the videos on, if possible, to take a quick snap of meeting? Thank you. Thank you, Jay. Gayatri.
Sorry, Satish, I missed it. Did you ask me something?
Yeah, I just said, can you switch on the camera for a quick photo?
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Thank you. One more I'll take. Okay. Or just give me a second. Yeah. Can you all look at the camera, please? And give a happy smile. One second. Let me take just struggling a little bit. 1 second. Print screen. Yeah. Take. Hopefully. Yes, thank you. Okay, now over to you, Daniel, for announcing the results.
Yeah, today the results are ready now. Total 9 table topic speaker today. Any guesses from the members or guests who will be the best table topic speaker today out of 9 speakers? Anybody? Any guesses? No.
Satish Kumar, Satish Kumar or Daniel and Jay.
Toastmaster Sadish Kumar.
President Satish Kumar.
You are right. Exactly, you are right. So our best table topic speaker is our presiding officer Toastmaster Sadish Kumar. Have a big round of applause to
Thank you so
Toastmaster
much.
Sadish Kumar.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Over to you, Sadish Kumar.
Yeah, thank you so much again. Yeah, it always gives immense pleasure to participate. Yes, it's not about winning, but about participating and keep improving our speaking skills and communication skills. Well, we're going to close the meeting, adjourn the meeting soon. I'd like all the members keep joining the meeting, keeps taking roles, and go through the experience of learning and enjoy the festive season. So with this, on this note, I would like to just know from Navaneetha, what is our number stands now, like renewal numbers?
Yeah, so 20 Satish as of now.
20.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then a couple of Vijay and Pariti are joining today.
Oh, great, great. Well, let's welcome them once they complete the formalities.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your confidence, Vijay and Pariti, on the Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club. Okay. Thank you so much. So on this note, let us I'll declare that meeting number 340 is adjourned. And thanks to everyone for making it an energetic meeting.
Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you all. Have a great day.
Wonderful,
Great.
everyone. Have a very nice day ahead.
So much.
Thank you.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Catch up later. Yeah.